Lakeish. So today I wanted to compare the academic planners because I just received my new academic planner and this is my old one, which it's not that old per se, but it's my old academic planner, the one I've been using. I should say it that way because it's not really old. So this is the new one that just came out with the new launch. So I wanted to compare the two to see what has changed, if anything. So, which actually I can see a big change just from looking at the tabs. Ignore my, ignore these sticky notes. Okay, so looking at the tabs of the old one, it starts with projects and then it has all the months aligned on the side, right? And so looking at the tabs for the new one, it starts with schedule and then it goes into the different months. So that's one big thing I noticed. And there is a tab for notes in the back. So we'll let's do a flip through of the new one and then we'll see how it compares to the old one. So this is the new academic planner. You still have the dry erase on the front cover and also on the back cover, which is always a bonus. So when we first open it up, there's the full calendar spread until December of next year. And it starts July 2020, which I'm glad because we just hit July. I mean, talk about perfect timing. But school doesn't start till August, so that's really what I'll be planning for anyway. So the first tab is schedule. And I like that they've done this here because you're able to write, you know, when you started, when you end, the courses that you have, who's a teacher, the location, credits. This is especially helpful for college students. Probably not so much as younger kids, but definitely for college because, you know, you want to keep track of your credits and also where you're supposed to be going. I've been guilty of showing up the first day of school trying to figure out what class I'm supposed to be in or where I'm supposed to go and having to ask security like, hey, did you see the list for this class or do you know where I'm supposed to go? So this would definitely help with keeping track of that. And so apparently it's just a front and back of the schedule. It would have been nice if they had more schedule pages because for colleges like mine, we work on a 8-week basis. So each class is only 8 weeks. It would be better if I had more pages to write in different classes because that 8 weeks is going to go by so fast if I write in the start and end date, you know. And typically in nursing school, once you start your core classes, you only have like one class at a time, 2 classes at a time, depending on if you're accelerated or not, and then clinical. So, you know, having just the one page, I mean, it's a nice ad, but I feel like it should have been more pages just because, you know, not all of your classes start and end at the same time. And not only that, it's for the whole year. So you're obviously going to take more classes than what's here. But it is a nice added feature, I will say that. And then there's a note page. Which, this is nice at the top. You can kind of label something and make a list if you want. So this is August. Trust the timing of your life. So this planner, even though it was late on arrival, it's still pretty on time because it doesn't start till August. And this is only the 1st of July. So, you know, perfect timing. So as you can see, when you flip to August, it automatically takes you to the full month spread. You can see that here. And it has the century circles at the top. I love that. So after you flip that page, you have this setup here with goals, events, notes, projects, and exams. I absolutely love this because I feel like, especially in nursing school, there's always a goal that we're trying to achieve, and we have to do so many volunteer hours. So this is a great way to keep up with the events that we're doing. I love this. I absolutely love this. And then obviously projects and exams. We have exams every single week. So, you know, that's always a good ad. So it's just this front page, because then it takes you into the end of July and the beginning of August. And so this is kind of like the same setup from the old one as far as how the days go. It had the 3 sections there with the to do on the right, which I do like that setup. I feel like it worked good for me last term. So flip through all of August, and then we have 3 note pages. Yeah, 3 note pages. And apparently the last note page always has that at the top. So then September, you're beautiful, capable, and worthy. And so it goes into the same thing, same setup there. So this is the main difference that I see from the old one, but I will open that one to show you after I flip through this. And so then we have October, and then we have November. Sometimes not sometimes, but a lot of times, I always think and wonder why they have blue for November instead of December. Like, I would have absolutely loved to have the blue for December, because it's Christmas, it's snowy, you know, you get that warm feeling with December. I don't know, it's just me, and maybe I'm biased because December is my birth month. And I just absolutely love Christmas, and blue is my favorite color. So December blue, that would have been awesome. Anyways, sorry, mini rant on the side. So December is green per usual. The world is better with you in it. That's a nice quote. Then it goes to January of next year, and February, then March. Change your thoughts and change the world. You know what? I say this all the time, and it's in a lot of my hashtags on my Instagram page. You know, I truly believe that if you change your thought process, you definitely change not just the world, but yourself for sure. Create your own sunshine. It's April, then May. It's a beautiful peach color. That's different. June, which is a different green than what March was, and it's darker than what March was. That's nice. July, and then after July, you know, you should already be waiting on your new academic planner. And so we'll flip to the back, and there is note pages. Now, what I would have liked to see is that when you go to notes, that it takes you to the first note page, being that it's the end of the planner. I mean, I get why they did this, because on the at the end of every other month, there was, you know, 2 to 3 note pages, 3 note pages. I understand why they did that. However, being that this is the end, I would have liked to flip to the notes and be at the beginning of my notes versus 3 pages into the notes. So that would have been a good touch there. And I did pay for extra note pages in the back, so I don't think they come with this many note pages, as a heads up. And one thing I just realized is that these are perforated. Can you see that? So they're easily, you can rip them out easily. Not that I want to rip them out. I hate ripping out pages, guys. I feel like it just messes everything up. I don't like it. But, you know, for those of you that need to rip it out for whatever reason, it's definitely there. And then this is, we get, only 1 page of stickers this time. But they have, if you can see here, they have exam, test, read, study guide, no class, midterm, quiz, paper due, study, vacation. I feel like these are more so for college type students. However, it's a great learning tool, especially if you have younger kids that are getting into planning like mine are. Because I'm really contemplating moving my daughter into an actual academic planner versus the kids planner, being that she's not only very smart for her age, but she's going into 3rd grade. So I'm thinking about it. We shall see. So quick comparison to the old planner. You see, this was the old one, and it still had the whole month layout there, but then it opened straight up to projects and exams. And with that, you have several pages for projects and exams. You see that? Several pages. That is something that I wish that they kept, because if we take a look at the new one here, it has the schedule, right? Which is only the front and the back. And then they only have this one projects and exam page at the beginning of each month, which it's nice to correlate them with the months instead of having them all at the beginning. I do love that. Don't get me wrong. I do love that they had them for each month versus all at the beginning, because then you have to flip back and figure out, you know, which class went with which, and you know, it's definitely better this way. I just feel like we need more, because some of us take more than 4 classes. I know, especially for me, when I was doing my prerequisites, I had like 5 classes at one time. So, you know, 4 may not be enough for a lot of people, especially when it comes down to projects and exams. Like I said, my school, we have exams every single week, and some schools do more projects than others. So I just feel like it wouldn't be enough to have 4 spots for projects and exams. Like, this will be good for 1 class, you know, but most college students aren't just taking 1 class. So that's why I feel like we needed more here, you know. But that's just my 2 cents in the matter. So that was the biggest change there. And as you can see, the old one did not have the place for the schedule like the new one does. But it did open up straight to the month layout there. And then you had your actual pages. And I was telling myself that the font looks smaller. It's the same size planner, but the font is definitely smaller. You see that, guys? it's definitely smaller, like much smaller. And I don't know, I prefer the larger font that they had there because I should be wearing glasses, but I don't. And I just feel like I will have to squint sometimes to pay attention to the dates if I really wanted to pay attention to the dates. So eventually I'll probably just end up covering them up and putting bigger font on it. But it would have been nice if they kept like a bigger font, because this was really nice. I kept looking at it and I'm like, why does it look so much smaller? But now that I'm seeing them side by side, it definitely is smaller. You can see that. You can definitely see that. And again, they're both the same size, so I feel like it would have been best to just keep the bigger font. This feels more like a functional type font, like for those that are more professional or using it for business wise. That's what this seems like this font would be perfect for. But for me, I really like more of the script. But that's just, again, my opinion. I just feel like bigger font is better for those of us that, you know, don't see so well without glasses. So again, moving along. And that's how that was for the month. And at the end, you had 3 note pages, just like the new one does. It has the 3 note pages, except on the last page, it was different on the last note page. I'll show that again, just so you guys have an idea of what I'm talking about. See, there, it's different. So, anyways, moving along, I'm gonna flip to the back because we know what this looks like. So I just want to compare. This was a yoga tracker that I made in the back on the note pages. And so we get to the sticker page, and as you can see, I have not used them because I typically just write them in because it's not enough stickers for me with my school, with the amount of exams and tests that we have and so on and so forth. So I just prefer to just write them in, and I have the EC stencils, so I usually just use that to do what I need to do. And I can show you guys an example of that, but just to show you the stickers this time are much bigger. So you have less, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So, okay, so what they did was take out an extra blank box for each row. So you still have the same amount of scripted stickers, just the blank ones. You have 2 versus 3. And they've changed up the colors, as you can see. But see, I don't get it. I don't know why they put bigger font in the back and not throughout the planner. That kind of bugs me a little bit. Because I feel like it would have been so great if the font was bigger throughout the entire planner, not just on the stickers. And the shape of the stickers is obviously different. In the old one, it was flags, and this one is just more of a rectangle. So that is the comparison of the two. This is the new academic planner. I love it. I still love it, regardless. I still love it. It's beautiful. So I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing the comparison. If you have yours, please feel free to show me how you're using it. I love to see how people are using their planners. Oh, I did say that I would show you guys some of the script. So see here, I put I just write in lab or sim lab or whatever the case may be, just so that it's easier for me, because I don't have all of the stickers that I need. And for this week, you see, I just put the blank flags and wrote exam 1. And again, I use the script letters from the EC. You can see that. The Erin Condren stencils. That's how I get those letters, if anybody is wondering. And it's also how I'm able to draw these arrows and asterisks throughout. They're from the stencils on the Erin Condren website. See, I have arrows in several places. I'm just giving you guys an idea of what I do, because like I said, the exam stickers weren't enough for me. So I just take blank ones and I put them in, and then I do what I need to do. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the same planner, guys, just in case you're wondering. I told in a previous video and on my Instagram that I like to keep my covers and just switch it up on the fly. So this is all the things that make me happy, and this is one of my favorite quotes. So I keep them both on, and some days I'm walking around like this, and then other days I switch it up. And at the back of this one, I have my beautiful grandma who passed away last year. So that's another reason why I keep this near and dear. And probably what's going to happen is that when this is all used up, I'm going to probably put them right on this baby. So anyways, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share with a friend. Let me know what you guys think of the new planner. If you have an academic planner now, let me know how you like it. And if you have your own YouTube channel, let me know so that I can follow you as well. Thanks again for tuning in with Simply Keish.